Okay, we're recording now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for like to me, it's really important, I think, in for what I do, my practices, is to have the ability to manipulate the tag section with suggestions, with moving things around, resorting, and then ultimately knowing which ones are ranking. That information is incredibly valuable to me. Um,
Which tags are working? Is that what you're saying? Yes or no?
Say that again?
Which tags are ranking or which ones are doing well? Is that what you're saying? Putting them up there and checking to
Yeah,
see.
that's one of the components. Yeah, that's one of the components. I'm saying the tags area is incredibly important to me.
Okay, got
And
it.
the tool that wins is the one that allows me, in my opinion, the tool that wins is the one that allows me to manipulate that tag section in a way that I'm using it to its fullest potential.
Hmm.
And
That's important.
does TubeBuddy allow you to do that? Because vidIQ does for sure. He was dragging tags around like a madman the other day.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Yes, but there were some differences. So that's one of the things that I would like to look at. Um, the other thing, and I also like to evaluate a video overall, both mine and someone else's videos
Comparable one? Yeah,
overall.
comparable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I want to know is the tag section, am I going to be able to, I would use the word boost, but I don't want to confuse the situation here. Am I going
Mm-hmm.
to be able to use the tag section to its maximum capacity and get the most out of that area? And can I compare all overall stats of my videos and the overall stats of someone else's videos that might be in my genre? Those are the two things that really matter the most to me. I know that TubeBuddy does a ton more stuff, but I don't care about those things as much
Yeah.
as I do about those two things. So if I were going to compare tools, that's what I'd be looking at. I'm interested to know what else.
Yeah. Well, and I would agree with you there. And I saw the other night on vidIQ that I don't think you can do in TubeBuddy is you can check traffic versus competition for tags as well, which is very, very handy.
Yes, you can. You
Okay.
can in the level I have.
Right.
Yeah.
That's TubeBuddy. Yeah, and keep in mind, I have the. He gave me the version that probably costs money that pushes those same things. So we
The
have to
most,
consider that.
right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mainly the only thing I'm really interested in is the ability to do some tag work, not as concentrated as Heather, but mainly I'm looking for the ability to do bulk changes on
Mm-hmm.
all my
Mm-hmm.
videos at
That's
once. If I can get that done, then almost everything is secondary to that
Well,
in my
like
particular case.
what kind of changes are you talking about? Like adding tags to all of it?
I'm talking about doing like wiping all the tags out and putting all new tags in if I want to, completely redoing the upload defaults with one whack, or actually going in and putting a bulk description and add to the bottom of each description of my videos, like what equipment I use, your basic boilerplate stuff that was not added to like the first 200 videos that I did.
I got you.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
once I do a video, I don't go back and do fine tuning or anything because mine's just not that type of work.
Hmm. I like the actionable stuff too. That was kind of intriguing when he was going over that.
Yeah, and that's useful for us new people that are, I mean, even if we've been on YouTube for a while and haven't really been doing everything,
Mm-hmm.
those actionable things I think are probably the most important thing to me. Like, what could I be doing or what should I be doing better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, because I think that's the things that are going to help you with, oh, okay, maybe I should be doing this because this is going to help me more. And I like the fact that it gives you the score. I'm not sure if TubeBuddy does that, but does it give you the score like that on certain things, like the tag volume or tag count?
It does on some things. I know. I'm not sure exactly which, but
All right. I think we've got a good base of which way we want to go. So why don't we go ahead and just start looking at these things instead of guessing? So let's look at the editing part of it first. What do you think of that?
Sure.
I'm okay.
Now bear with me, you guys, because I switched over to the hotspot because I don't know what the men folk are doing outside with the WeBoost and my internet equipment. So I'm on my hotspot on my phone. I hope that we do well. So I'm going to screen share. Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I may just have to jump off if Mum calls out. So I mean, if I disappear, that's why as well. Before we get right into it, I did have a question as far as how useful is this for someone that is raw starting out doing videos, and what are they looking for really in its use to help them actually learn more as they go along with videoing too, with the live streaming.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll go over some of that stuff as we touch it, I think. All right. So can you guys see my screen, or is it coming through at all?
I can.
I can.
And I have you on Spotlight, so hopefully that's showing for the recording as well. I'm learning how to do this stuff.
Okay, I'm going to minimize. Yeah, I'm not able to see you guys. For some reason, I can't screen share and see your faces, so I won't see any visible reactions. I need to hear you, okay? That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so I'm looking at, it's loading the best practices. This may take a little while. Well, I'm looking at my latest video and the editing features. Anywhere you see this TB, this red TB, that is a TubeBuddy feature and an ability of TubeBuddy. Keep in mind that I have the star license, okay? I have what would be considered boost. Would that be the boost section on the other one?
Probably, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
so
probably
basically,
the most expensive. Whatever the most expensive one was on TubeBuddy, that's what it is. Because they're both $39 a month.
There's one more that's above that, isn't there?
Yeah, there's Enterprise.
There's one more in
VidIQ.
Yeah, and then there's one more above what I've got in TubeBuddy as well.
I thought you had the max. Oh, well,
I have the one just below it. Just below it. Okay, so
Legend,
when I look at
your star and it's Legend, that's right. Okay, so Legend is $39. Star is most popular, $19. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so when I'm going down and editing a video, for me personally, I ignore many things that are on here, but there are features that are really cool. The upload defaults is a really cool thing because I can actually set these up ahead of time and have these defaults that allow me to choose what all of this information gets changed in bulk based on what it is that what this type of video is. So for example, I have Craft It Live as a recorded video has different information than my live streaming stuff has. So by stuff, I mean title, the description, the tags, the monetization settings, and the advanced settings. These all get changed in bulk with a swipe of this right here.
Question.
And I can, yep.
How many profiles do you get?
I don't know what the numbers are. I have not come across an edit or a limit yet.
Oh, okay, because in Pro, I know I only get one. That's the reason.
Right. Right. This is one of the reasons why I upgraded to Star was because of this right here, because I had more than one type of video that I upload. So that was one reason why I uploaded to Star myself. At one point, I think I had 6 here, and I still was able to add another one. So you can have several. So if you did a different style of video every single day of the week, you could still have the the uploads for that. Does everybody understand what we're talking about? These are the defaults that happen that set.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Good. Remember, I can't see you, so I don't see this.
Yeah.
So that's something that I use quite often on a regular basis. It's a very nice thing. I don't know, VidIQ, does it do that?
Okay. Well, let's go see if it does.
Okay.
Let me go to my channel, and I will screen share in just a minute. Let me get on a video.
Do you want me to stop screen sharing then? Is that what I should do?
You can, yeah, that's fine.
All right. Why don't we do that? That way I can see faces.
All right, let's see if I can show the same section you were in, right? And I think it's called templates in here. I don't know, but let me pin.
Of course, it'll have to have different wording throughout the whole thing, I'm sure of it.
All right, do you guys see what I'm showing or no? Tell me if you see.
No, not yet.
I don't see it, but that doesn't mean.
You see me, right?
Yeah, just
Yes.
you.
Okay, hang on a second. What about now?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do see it?
Yes.
Excellent. Yes.
Okay. Let me see something. I'm wondering if this is actually recording the right thing. Because I have two screens. I never know what the heck this is doing. But anyway, hopefully it's recording the screen share. If it's not, then we'll just have to figure something out. Sorry for whoever's watching. All right, so basically this is the same thing. We're editing the video and create a thumbnail, and I think it's one of these. I think it's templates.
Okay.
I think you create
that's a template for tags.
Okay, this is
which I can do that in TubeBuddy as well, but
okay.
I'm just wondering about upload defaults. They might be not on this page, actually. They might be in a where you would actually upload.
Yeah. But we don't, no, I don't see anything else on the edit page that has that or has it similar to that, except for over here, maybe there might be something. No, this is your scorecard on what you're doing there. Oh.
Okay. I'm curious about either preferences or the, oh, that's cool. I don't know if it would be under your channel description or defaults, your defaults on your upload defaults. I don't know if it would be in a different place on your YouTube channel. All right, so that's something we need to investigate, right?
Yeah, because I don't know where I mean, I just highlighted this title and description suggestions, but boost to get recommended. But what's the process of boosting, I guess, is what I'm trying.
Down at the bottom. So you would have to push that button and it would give you some suggestions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm curious if I have that option or not. Don't leave your screen share, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Stay on your screen share. I'm going to go look at mine and see if I'm able to get suggestions.
See, I like the suggestions things too, because a lot of times I'm not sure what, and I'm sure they're basing these suggestions on what people actually type in.
Yeah, based on what they're reading in your description and your tags and stuff, I would assume.
Right.
What you have said the video is about, it's going to suggest what you probably should title it based on that information, I would think.
VidIQ Vision. So that means when people came in to search and they go VidIQ Vision, you can see, it came up right away with about 5-6 things, and it helps you. And that's kind of the way they base it and how they get that information and say, well, 61%. Yeah, overall 61. Monthly searches tells you all that.
I would guesstimate that is something that TubeBuddy does not offer, because I'm not finding anything that says, basically analyze my title and tell me what would be better.
See, like right here, 74.7, get more views on YouTube. I love that. That's really kind of what we're doing with vidIQ to try. I mean, so if I hit that plus and add that, it just check marked it for me and moved it in there. So now I have that on here, which is the hot.
And is that a tag? Is that a tag that you're doing?
Yeah, it immediately put it in my tags for me.
Yeah. See, now I have that as well. Related tags that you should consider adding if relevant, and then there's an even deeper place to find that information as well.
Okay, so you do have that option.
Yeah, it just doesn't look the same as yours.
Right.
The only thing with those high-ranking tags, I think it's probably wise to go and check the traffic versus, you know what I mean? The people looking for it versus the number of people producing.
And that's what I have in my suggestions. So if we can go back and look at TubeBuddy, the suggested tags, I can show you.
Yeah, you want me to stop screen?
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, no, do it.
Are you okay with that? Is this working for everybody, or is this too crazy?
No,
do you like the back and forth?
It's working. We
Yeah.
look crazy.
What did he say? I didn't hear it.
Said as soon as he said that you're driving him crazy, something like that. I don't know what he said.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said. All right, let me know when you guys see it. Remember, I can't see your faces.
I can see it.
Okay. All right, so here I am down at the bottom of that video, and these are my tag tools. I have the ability to copy what is in this box. You can see already that these are ranking in second place for those terms, right? And I can copy them, I can clear them, I can sort them. So that drag and drop and all that is in this button, sort. I can suggest, I can explore, I can translate, and I can import from a list that I've already created, which would be your templates type thing, right?
But what do each of those tags mean? Suggest versus explore, for example.
Okay, so that's what we're going to look at. Suggest is very similar to what Michael was looking at on vidIQ, and it runs an analysis. It says these are what are suggested for search, and then these are what is suggested for related. So this is based on the video itself, and this is based on my channel and what I do overall, so that I can relate to this video and get more of those suggested related videos.
Right.
Does that make sense?
I'm seeing right now Cards Against Humanity means something totally different to me than what you do.
Totally different. You're absolutely right. But what it's saying is this is a tag that actually ranks pretty high. And since you have cards, because that's what we worked on Tuesday, listed in your thing, it automatically puts that together because it's all based on words, not on context, right? So note cards would be one that I can add, and I would just say add, and voila, it's in there just like that. Make sense? Yeah. So it's the same, it just doesn't have all the bells and whistles looking like it's the other one. So like over here, what I liked about this is that it's showing that this number right here for Art Journal, now that doesn't apply to this particular video, but I know that because I know what the video is about, right? But it's been searched for 519 times and found my videos. I think that's wrong, what I just said. Views received from this search term in YouTube. That's what it means. So that's how many views have taken place because of that search term. Yeah. Did I read that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Words used in your channel's title. That's cool. I never read that part there before. Anyway, so I would sometimes go down here and just mark the ones that I know should be in there. For some reason I don't have them in there because I haven't optimized this particular video or what have you. But that be that. So then explore looks like this. And so then this is where I would say like mixed media cards. Let's see if there's how that works.
You're still on your edit page, right, where all of this is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything's on the edit page here.
Everything's on the
So
edit page.
this is before the video goes live. I've just got it uploaded, and I can do all of this work here on one page.
Right, right.
So then here's where you get like the ranking and the search volume and the competition. That's what Explore is for. So you see that, Bill?
Yes, yeah.
The keyword score, search volume, competition, and it tells you down here, overall, although this keyword is searched often, it is not great to target because it's very competitive and would be hard to rank for.
Exactly.
So I love it when it gives me this kind of stuff. But this is a part of the world I don't really play in very much, but I think this could help me grow my channel if I did.
And it'd be especially good for new people because we would obviously go and say, oh, 60%, great. Let me add that one right away. Meanwhile, you're putting yourself in a bigger sea of fish to be caught.
Right. And so let's see if there's something mixed media art. That one's got a 20% rating. Let's see. Let's type that because I want to see what specifically it says about that particular one. Explore. And what does it say? It's got a lower percentage, but does it have a higher rating as far as being able to compete for it? Oh no, that's very bad. Look at that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Interesting. What's really cool is it tells you this is the top ranking in search. That's the top ranking video in search for that particular term. Isn't that cool? So I could actually go there.
You could actually go there and look at his tags, right, and see.
Yep, and his channel if it was listed there. But I guess I can go to his channel right there. His, whatever. Right?
Okay.
Let's check that out. Let's break the internet. Well, 384 likes on Facebook. I want that. That's interesting. I've never done this before. I don't really go and look at other people's videos, but they don't even have all their best practices marked, and makes you wonder sometimes, how do they get views then if they're not doing all this stuff?
3.5 million of them.
Yeah. And there's like the tags, there's no ranking. Oh no, here I have to push the button. Sorry, my bad. Okay, there we go. So mixed media art, this is #1 search for that one. Huh. Which is what that explore button told us, but okay. Very interesting. So in response to what Roz said, and like Bill is saying, if I was brand new to this and I really cared about analyzing all this stuff, then I would probably want to watch this video to see what about this video relates to what I'm doing, get some pointers from this stuff here as to how they're, what they've done to rank or whatnot. It looks to me like this is probably social media is probably the reason why they have so many views, is because they just really push it on social. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how Blythe Scott, I guess if you know that artist, you'd be looking for that name maybe. What do you guys think? Oh, okay. That's great.
If you were new, this would be really great to help you develop quickly videos that would be attractive to have on your channel.
Well, relative to what you're trying to present, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. Right.
I think it would actually give you some good ideas around what tags to use as well if you're in a similar line of video production, or, with this one, it's art. I mean, some of the things that I'm looking at is to do with the sound therapy type stuff. or even lace making. You know, I mean, that's how varied it can be. It certainly looks like it's going to give some ideas on the tags.
And I think it helps with your niche, with niche marketing, because when you're in a niche that is so strange, and strange isn't the right word, but different, right? It's specific. When you're in something that's that specific, how do you search term? Because it's not like how to use YouTube, which people are looking for those videos. So it's very different. Like, I don't know how to get people to come to my channel because I don't just do cards. I don't just do painting, right? So it's the same concept, right? For what you do.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So that's explore and suggest, I guess, together kind of equate to that boost, don't they? Wouldn't you say? In a way, because we don't have any title. I'm not seeing title suggesting. I'm seeing this right here, but I don't know what that's from. Like, what does that do right there? I'm not seeing what that does.
Yeah, I have definitely title suggestion and also description suggestion and also tag suggestion. I have all three on that front page.
And that's without the boost or with the boost?
No, that is with the boost, I'm sure.
So that's all part of the boost package. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I can see right now. I'm going to have to do a spreadsheet. No, because the only way really to compare these things is to put both
line item,
line by line, each feature. Which one's got which features, put them all on one spreadsheet. That way you can compare exactly who's got which feature, and then you can dig deeper into any feature you want to and compare that particular feature to the other one.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
If you're trying to decide between which program you want to use.
Yeah.
What Heather said at the beginning, it's not how many features you have, it's how many features am I going to use.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. And I think until you actually see each feature listed, all of them listed together, you don't know what's available, what you may or may not use. That's the very first step somebody's going to have to make if they want to decide between the programs.
Yeah, and I go ahead. I talked over you, Ross. Sorry.
Yeah, just comparing apples to apples, so that you can see which one's got more of what you would use. Is that what you're saying, Andrew?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And then you dig deeper, depending on what about it you want to use. Then you can compare each feature that matches in the other program, see how a particular feature compares to the feature in the other program.
Yeah.
And I would say, just like I did on the show on Wednesday night, I would say that the one thing that I was immediately impressed with VidIQ was that bar that was up here that has the information that we're lacking in. You have to actually go into the analytics here and see what it is, all that stuff about this video.
Yeah.
And that part I don't dive into because I don't have time for that. But that little quick link up there at the top, or the quick look at the top, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And one thing I do know is you can have both of them running at the same time. So you can have that showing from VidIQ, and then it just clutters stuff with Tubebuddy and VidIQ, because you can't have them both on. Because I only know that because Gord Iceman, he has both of them loaded. And I saw stuff, and I know, and I was like, wow, what is all this stuff? Because it doesn't look like my Tubebuddy. And he's like, no.
Wow, that's crazy. So is that bar up there a part of the free program?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Interesting.
He has the free version of both. He has the free version of both, so.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like the way Tubebuddy gives you that little green number that tells you how it's ranked and stuff. I kind of like that personally, because to me that's versus I guess on the VidIQ it gives you a number or something, I think.
Yeah, I like this. So this is a video, one of my high ranking videos. I like this because One of my highest ranking videos for the month, this is the highest ranking video for this month, has 0 ranking in my tags. Isn't that funny? And then there's this one is my highest ranking video of all time. And absolutely nothing in my ranking.
Yeah, nothing.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
But yeah, I do like those numbers. Usually they matter. Not today.
Except when
Not
they
in
don't.
And not in these 2 examples.
Well, I was pretty sure the other night, Michael, that those tags did have a number beside them in VidIQ.
Yeah, that's true. They do when you're looking at a video like this, but in my own, they don't. They have a number, a percentage. If I'm doing, and I can show you real quick what I'm talking about. If you'll stop screen share, I'll go. Well,
I'm trying so hard. Did I do it? No?
I can do it, I think.
Yeah, please, because I can't seem to get out of this screen. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So hopefully it's screen sharing. I hope I'm sharing the right thing. But anyway,
Yes, I'm seeing it.
So when I'm right here on this video that I was talking about, right down here for tags, see how it has a percentage or whatever, 63.2.
Yeah, you just stay on one of them for a second. I'd like to see the drop-down menu that appears.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. Hang on a second.
Monthly
It says,
search.
yeah, overall, it says monthly searches. It has plus.
So it does give you a score of 73, which to me sounds like it must be good.
Yeah, but it's the competition score, so you're getting more information in that little box than is available with just a number of ranking.
Right. So if I go over here, if I go over to Heather's now, over here's where it gives you that number 10 that you're talking about. When I'm looking at someone else's, see how it has a 10 right there for craft?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you would on yours if any of yours were ranking. You'd see.
Okay.
Like if you go to a recent video with MD quick tips in it,
right,
you'd probably see that it's ranking higher than.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I can go.
Maybe it's not a recent. Maybe it's just.
Because
people have to be searching for that. Do you use that tag?
One thing I know, the incognito is probably the most searched one.
Okay.
So let me go to that. There it is, right there. Has 1,000 views. So let's look at that one.
Okay.
Oh, I meant to go to edit though. Let me go to edit. See if I can. There we go. All right. So when it pops all that stuff down there, boost this video. See, I don't get any of that. Here, none of these tags have anything.
No, do you have to click on keyword inspector or something like that for that to become active?
No, keyword inspector is one you pick. That's where you have to go get a keyword. I mean, you have to inspect yourself. Let's try the boost and see what. Let's just see if it shows anything. Yeah, again, this is.
So how does it get found then?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, do you not have incognito in your tags?
Oh, I'm sure I do. Yes. Open incognito.
No, just the word incognito. You don't have that on there?
Maybe not.
So what does it say down at the bottom as far as what they would suggest? Incognito 70.1. Incognito mode 42. Whoa, what'd you do? What'd you do? You broke the internet.
I hit one of those words. It kind of breaks down what if you hit on one of these.
What's the one that says Hangouts on air with the yellow dot? I wonder what the yellow dot means. Oh, your weight class 0. Wow.
Red.
That makes me feel like I don't belong here.
Yeah, really. This is good. Incognito browsing, but it doesn't have a number. Interesting.
Okay, let's look at one that's ranking for incognito. Look at the Minecraft on the right. Always use incognito mode when playing Minecraft. Look at that video, and let's see what it has for ranking numbers.
It says incognito meme, incognito mode. Right here is the best one, Minecraft incognito. So nothing that really applies to mine.
No, I know. I just wanted to see. I just
Yeah.
wanted to see what was ranking.
Why it was doing so well, yeah. Let me go back over and see if there's another one. Let's go down here. Wow. Never use incognito mode. Always using incognito mode. It's kind of cool that it gives you these videos to see what's ranking high, though. 240K views.
Yeah, and so you're kind of seeing. To me, you're kind of seeing, and I don't. Maybe I'm reading the information wrong, you guys, but to me, it almost looks like this is what this video is kind of falling into this category. Like this is what you're up against, or this is what you're in a part of. Wording, don't have wording, but
right. Still, it's a game.
yeah, they're almost all great games.
Mm-hmm. So apparently, we just need to do game videos. Incognito.
Well, I've known that for years. Yeah.
There's rank number 11 right there. So incognito mode. So if I go back over to my video, which is up here, and I have incognito, I don't have incognito mode. I did have open incognito mode.
Why don't you have how to use incognito mode? Why don't you have that as a tag? There it is down there in the suggested ones in the bottom in Chrome.
What's that?
Incognito mode with the 42.1.
Yeah, down a little.
Oh, yeah.
Down.
That's right.
Down.
Here. All right. So you're
Go
saying
down. Yeah, how to use. You just passed it. How to use.
Okay. Yeah, it won't hurt because I'm under the character, so I can just keep going. Yeah, that's 43, 42, 70.
Then I wonder about moving them, because that one is more
relevant to anything else. There it is.
Yeah. And then number 7, use the incognitos with the score of 70 and put that one up second place.
Yep. Anything that's ranked, just put it up there at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just ask a question there?
Yeah, please.
Just why move them? Is there a relevance, like having the higher ranked ones higher up in the list?
That's what they
more, yeah, it's more a matter of what is listed first is going to get take more precedence over what is listed later on. So if you want to be found more in the how to use incognito mode in Chrome, that's what you would want to have first, as opposed to how to use Chrome browser.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so that's right there. And then right here, what they suggest you do too in the keywords, if I take this and hit the plus sign there, I just added that. I can just copy and paste this, X, copy and paste this, make this my first sentence. So now what happens is when something like this gets searched or if they're looking for this, all these things relate. This, and even in the title, if I had it in the title as well, it says right here what the suggestion is. All those help because you have all three in what people are looking for to get those things. At least that's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're missing a step there where you have to go back and search your competition versus how many people are looking for that.
Well, but with this tool, it gives you that score right away. That score is based on that competition score.
Right. That's how that score is even ranked.
So it wouldn't even have a 70 or a whatever number if the competition was high for that number. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Now you're doing all this stuff, Michael. If you scroll up a little bit, your SEO score is 41.1, I think it was.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see if you refreshed.
I was trying to watch that, yeah. If
you're doing maybe refresh your channel and see if those additions you've made have actually helped you or not.
As you make changes, it actually Oh, you have to save, yeah. As you make changes, though, I thought it actually it showed the difference, but maybe it didn't. Maybe you do have to save and refresh. That little scorecard is quite interesting because I think it gives you the impression of you can do physical things to make changes and see a result. Like get a report card, you know, with a score on it right away, as opposed to what I think with TubeBuddy, it's more a matter of, in theory, if I do these things, it's going to help me, so they say. That's the way I feel with TubeBuddy tool versus VidIQ. It's more a matter of how your brain operates, I think. Like, do you need to see the colors and the numbers, or do you need to just have a checklist, tell me what to do and I'll do it, and then hopefully it all works out in the end?
Well, and I think in the beginning, until you learn all of this stuff, just having the I mean, the more little things you can do right or better, obviously the better it's gonna.
It just moved it to 43.
Look at that. Look at that.
Just moved it to 43.
That is really cool to see that happening live.
So
what happens if you move it around inside of your box?
I don't think it'll do anything. I mean, I can try, but I don't think it'll change the score. We'll see. I mean, we'll find out. I keep putting these ranked ones up there. I don't see anything change. I think it's more when you add something or embellish it and make it.
Yeah.
Like let's just try this one. We'll add this to the end. Private browsing. Yeah, it doesn't really
make sense. Adding would have more of an impact than just rearranging.
Mm-hmm.
But
put private browsing into the title.
Okay. Didn't change anything here.
No, I think because it's either in title, description, or tags, that's where the score is coming from.
Yeah,
I don't think it's specifically title, specifically description, or specifically tags. I think if you'd have added it in any of them, you would have seen that jump.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, I got you. That makes sense.
That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that, though. I don't think just adding it in one. I think it would have a bigger impact if it's in your title and in your description. Would it not? I mean, they're both.
I would think so, but I don't think. I would think you're right, Bill, but I don't think the score is changing based on that. Is what I'm getting at. I don't think that the little box over on the side is recognizing that now that you have it in 3 places, we give you another point.
Oh, 2018 is good too. You know, I noticed that people that do that, where they add the year in, people look for that stuff. They look for what's
because it's more relevant.
Yeah, because I don't want to see old stuff. So
yeah, I don't want to see something from 2013. Shoot, you can't even use that Chrome browser anymore.
Right.
Not much point typing in live streaming and getting a big tutorial on Blab.
I'm seeing that there are some major similarities between the two, but it's more a matter of how do you function? I think that honestly, I think
how you use it. Yeah.
I think that VidIQ is better for the new user because there's a lot less to think about. It's just, it tells you this would be good, do this, period. You don't have to analyze the information and try to understand it.
Well, does TubeBuddy have that checklist that Michael's got there right now with at least one end card, at least one end?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. TubeBuddy's got, what is it, the 8 best practices? Okay. And they give you the list of what you should do and how many of them you've already completed and what you need to do.
Because again, and then there's those are things you may not think of. I mean, I never added an end screen. I never added a card to my next video or any of that stuff. So having that reminder would be great.
Yeah, and I believe that's a part of the free version. I think that when you get to the higher parts, the higher levels or tiers, whatever, you also get access to the professionals checklists.
See, now that's a great tag that you're showing there, Michael.
Yeah.
81% in search, 40% of people are providing content for it. I mean, that's,
yeah. That was the one you were talking about. See, I can add that, so I just added that. Or look at it, look at the report on it. That's kind of cool to see that. Yeah, this is the keyword inspector. So any of these that I've chosen, I can look and see, like Chrome incognito mode. You can just put Chrome. Oops. Maybe I can. Let's try this again.
so if order is relevant, that would almost be a good operation to go through. And I mean, all the tags being equal, get the ones that are ranking like that. Like that one's a terrible one. Well,
because people aren't looking. They're not searching for it. There's no search volume.
Exactly.
You want search volume. You want the one that people are looking for. That's the one you want to get. So.
What high search volume with low competition.
Yeah. Yep. That's to consider. You know what you're looking for there. So that's good. That's kind of neat. Let me see settings.
What I think is fascinating about this is it says what we've been saying for a long, long time now, which is there are multiple levels of what makes a video successful.
Yes.
It's not one, you know, I have the best titles or the best thumbnails or the best whatever. It's not about one of those things. Fixing one thing is not going to fix all of your videos. So then you got to back it up just a little bit. What does this tell a newcomer? In my opinion, it tells a newcomer that you need to create the best content you can. Don't worry about quality or quantity. Worry about quality, and then spend the time making the back end of it, all of the parts that you can do the best that you can control, and then work on the next video. Like, that's what I think you should be doing.
Yeah, this is the most watched, 38,000, and I have no description.
No description? Holy crap.
No tags. No tags or description.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you're ranking 0 on everything for SEO, and yet it's...
Yep. That's
so
crazy.
Imagine how much better it would be doing if.
Yep. Let's just put activate YouTube account.
Oh, I know why. This is kind of a...
Because it's a business
This is kind of a unfair advantage on this one, looking at the views, the view count.
Yeah.
Because it's on a website for a company that doesn't have any other instruction on how to do this thing.
So true.
So there's the answer. If you want to know how to get videos with views, you need to hook up with a company that doesn't know how to do their damn job. This is recorded.
Yes, it is.
Well, and that's relevant. I mean, we saw that earlier, that guy that had how many 100,000 followers on Facebook?
Yeah.
You know, so building that audience in other places is obviously going to be helpful as well. Because they're already loyal to you there.
Look at that. You have #1 ranked for activate your YouTube account.
Yep.
#1 ranked for YouTube activity or activate my account. Look at that. Your score just went from 0 to 50.
Just with just adding a couple tags.
So that really is showing the importance of using the tags and stuff on you.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think so. I think it's for sure doing that.
Totally agree. Yeah.
You
could just add those things to your description. You don't even have to type anything. Just click the plus button and you'll have at least more than you add.
Still important to be relevant with those tags, though, or you're just...
Well, they're all relevant, though. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're not going to just arbitrarily click. As you saw, Cards Against Humanity, I don't want that tag in my video tags. That wouldn't make a darn bit of sense, but See, now doing that added 1.5 to your
It
video SEO score.
It did.
So it does matter. It's just a matter of whether it,
Yeah,
I mean, you had nothing, so adding something.
Yeah, this is a great one to test, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Real curious to see if it gets any more action. If I look right now, what does it say? 38,871. So if I copy that, let me just do this. And I do this all the time.
Here's a trick that Michael uses.
I do this all the time. So like I'll put the date and then I'll put, I think I just put the number in there. Yeah, because it's 5 numbers already. So that on this date, this is the number that I have. And every once in a while, I'll go back and check it again and put it in again, like a month from now or whatever. And I do that randomly with my videos. It's just something I do at the end. No one knows what those numbers are at the bottom of my videos, but I do that in the description. So I have it. So I can go in periodically and check that. It's just a trick that I do.
Because checking analytics would be way too hard.
That's what I was going to say. You could do that in your analytics anyway.
I say that to him every time.
I know.
Right, because checking your analytics would be way too hard. I mean, using the drop down and everything, oh, that's just awful.
Yeah, putting in custom dates and whatnot, yeah.
You don't have to compare the numbers in analytics, though, right? I mean, the graph is the visual that'll tell you
Right.
everything.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't understand all that crap. So this way I can just look at it and look, hey, look, after 5 days I had this, or after 10 days I had this, or after 20 days I had this.
Yeah, and then you can take those numbers and put it into a spreadsheet and then have your spreadsheet create your own graph that you do understand.
But what I'll do is I'll go in every once in a while too, and then I'll add a card. Let's just say I'll add a card at the end and then see if that gets any juice from something else and things like that. So I'll add that down there too.
You'll know why. Yeah, then you know why. So that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So I guess we're like almost an hour into this.
Mm-hmm.
Have we answered questions, or have we made more junk out of it?
Well, you've created another project for me.
We haven't answered the original question, but I still learned a lot. But I think Andrew's right. Without putting both into a spreadsheet, seeing which each one does, what you get versus what you pay.
I think,
how are you going to determine which is better for you?
I think my knee-jerk reaction is it's about the visuals. I think it's less about what they offer, because I think they both offer pretty much the same thing. If you bought the highest tier of Tubebuddy and the highest tier of VidIQ, I think you have the same information. It's just a matter of how it's laid out and what it looks like, how you receive it. That's just my thoughts on it, because I didn't see anything that stood out to me other than maybe the adding to the title, the fixing the title thing. That was the only thing I could not find in Tubebuddy, but something tells me it's probably there. It's just not in the one that I have, or it's not obvious to me. So again, it comes down to how it's delivered.
As a new creator that's not monetizing, that can't monetize, what you get free for free is more relevant to me than what you get in the top package versus the top package, because I can't afford either package, so it doesn't matter.
That's right.
No, I agree with you on that, Bill. So to me, I think starting out, I would probably take Tubebuddy, or I'm sorry, VidIQ over Tubebuddy, just starting out, free. Because right off the bat, VidIQ looks easier to understand in the sense that I don't have to know anything. I can just click these buttons. It's green, it's red. Stay away from the red ones. Make the red turn into green. I understand that so easy. I can see at a glance all the numbers are up here. I see the big scorecard chart. I think that's brilliant. I think if I were just starting and I didn't have monetization or anything and it's free account, which one is best for me? VidIQ wins hands down without even thinking about it anymore.
And that's my impression without thinking about it very much at all. Just seeing the two.
Yeah, but I really like what Tubebuddy does, mostly because I've been using it for so long. Mm-hmm. And if I'm going to pay for one, I'm going to pay for the one that I can use the most, probably.
And you're familiar with. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think familiarity is a big deal. Or you can have somebody that you can bounce something off of. If you have that person, that'll help too.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be switching to VidIQ, but I definitely, if I were starting out, and this is what I would be starting with vidIQ for sure.
I think too the visual helps more when you're starting out, like you said, with the colour coding, the way that the colours show up easily. That'd certainly be helpful for someone starting to learn how to do their SEO and all the rest. It's it goes back to that basic of learning your program. So if it's, you know, choose which one and then just learn how to use it until you can decide, you'll go up to advanced features in TubeBuddy or something you'd be more familiar with by then.
I agree.
I really
I'm
like.
glad we did this because I was questioning whether I wanted to switch or not. So I'm really glad that we did this.
Yeah, I think one thing too. One thing that I'm liking a lot is just, I don't know. It's kind of nice to be able to see that score increase. That's one of the biggest things I got out of this today. Was
that's what I mean.
Just by adding tags that I wouldn't even think to use the tags or whatever. Just by adding those, I've increased my SEO score. And just to see if it gets any more juice from that, it would be real interesting to see. Maybe I have to put a note down at the bottom or something on how many tags I put, maybe, or find out what the new ones are, and just and sorting.
Or just say used vidIQ. Just say I used vidIQ to add.
Yeah.
If you put that next to those numbers, and then in a month you check and see what those numbers look like.
Just create a spreadsheet for yourself and track the change. Cool.
Actually, that's one thing both TubeBuddy and vidIQ need to add is an activity log per video. When you make the changes, it logs what changes you made on that particular day. That would be a great thing to have.
That history would be cool, because then, you could put it up side by side next to your analytics graph.
Well, that's kind of what I do. That's what I'm doing down in that bottom part. That's what I,
Right, but you're doing it. They're not doing it for you.
Yeah, but I think you have to do some. I mean, some stuff.
Wow. Life should be automated. You just sit back and enjoy it,
All right, Sheila's been very quiet through all of this, and I'm just wondering, thoughts, Sheila?
I'm just listening and learning overall. I'm getting the overall concept. So the details and watching what it does is very interesting. It's not anything I can use now. But if somebody talks about it, I'll know what they're talking about. That's what I'm learning. You know me.
Awesome.
I want to know what's going on. Somebody says vidIQ, I can give them the black guy street hello.
I love it.
That's all I need to do.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Yeah.
What do you know about vidIQ? Oh, mine's high.
There you go.
Oh, it sounds like a disease. When you sound like it.
Oh, Lord.
I love it. All right. Well, I think we can stop the recording.
I'll stop recording. That's fine. Yes. Let me. I think I'm screen sharing too, or am I? I don't know. I don't even know.
You're not screen sharing here.
I'm not screen sharing. Okay. Stop recording.